What's going on, MSFers? Duelam here, and today we've got Cosmic Crucible Week 2, round number 2, going against Achilles. Yeah, if you're wondering why I sound like this, I don't feel great, by the way. I'm kind of sick. So, room number 1, we've got Null, Dorm, Gore, Thanos, and Gladiator. The only striker here is going to be Thanos. Now, Dormammu is a fortifier, so he's going to get pre-taunt as well. So that potentially could change things up, but not too bad. Room number 2, we got Sus Liberty. Room number 3, we've got Phoenix Force, Shadow King, Black Cat, and Zombie Juggernaut. Room number 4, we've got Mephisto with 4-piece Hellfire, dropped Azazel in here. Room number 5, we've got Night Stalkers with Scientist Supreme. And then we've got, in room number 6, Professor X, APOC, Black Knight, Nightcrawler, and Emma. So very interesting combination here. We're just going to go in order and figure it out. So room number 1, I'm going to try Vigilante because why not? It's fun to try Vigilante in here, right? So I do have strikers on Hitmonkey, Sable, and Elektra. So I know their Gore is going to go first, but then I'm going to go. And ideally, I'll be able to kill pretty much everybody right away. And then it'll be a coin flip between my Hitmonkey and his Null. So it'll be interesting because I might end up losing there. But I'll have Safeguard and... Hello? I don't know why that keeps happening. It's been happening very randomly, and I'm not sure why. But, okay, we're back now. All right, so they took a turn just like I said they would, the Gore, and now I get to go. They also don't have Death Proof. I can't remember why they don't have Death Proof, if I'm being completely honest with you, but they don't. And now I'm dead. Cool. That's great. And now I'm completely dead. That's awesome. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe I should keep... Maybe I'm going to make Sable a Raider instead of a Striker here and make sure she doesn't push Thanos really quickly. I thought she would just kill him, but I guess not, because why would she? That'd be way too helpful. So let's go back in and go here. Let's move you over yonder. You over here, I guess, is fine. Let's make you a Raider instead so that you don't potentially push him, and then Hitmonkey can hopefully finish off Thanos. But yeah. That was unfortunate. He got really low, too. Pretty unfortunate. Sable is 3 diamond as well, so there's not much... There's no bigger I can make her, because I did get her 3 diamond from the Elite Store, so if this doesn't work, I'll just keep it, and then I'll come run in. I'll run in with a Medusa comp and do something with that. But I guess we'll go here again. Target Gladiator. Thanos did get pushed again, and I lived a little bit more that time, which is good. And then now I'm dying more, and I'm still dead, so that's cool. At least Thanos is below 50% life, so his passive won't do anything, and Dormammu's dead, so I don't have to worry about that, so that's pretty nice. We'll come in and clean that up at the end with a Medusa comp or something, but at least he won't have the passive because he's below the health threshold, and we'll be able to take that out. All right, room number 3, we're going to do a Cursed with Azazel here. And this should go pretty well. I'm not going to use Juggernaut here because I don't really care to have Juggernaut here. I kind of want the extra damage from Azazel and Mordo, so that's what I'm going to do here. And yeah, we'll get into it. Oh yeah, Sable prevents Death Proofs in room 1. Right. Well, just Death Proofs in general. Right. All right, this should be good. We should be able to get through this. Let's do it. So it is Legends, so they're going to have a little bit more stats when it comes to... what's his face, Shadow King and Phoenix, but we should be good here. I've done this fight a couple times before. Azazel is 5 stars now. Maybe he's only 4 stars. I can't remember, but yeah. Can't get a stun, obviously, so that doesn't matter. And now I'm going to get the rewind AoE on everybody here, so hopefully I do hit Omega Red. I did. Awesome. I hit Shadow King as well. Maybe I'll even hit Phoenix. Nope, I didn't. That's okay. I hit pretty much everybody that was important. We're going to go here on Omega Red, get that big Hell Steel off of him. Striker attack's going to hit him even harder. Amazing. Then we're just going to do massive damage here. Okay, and then I'm going to do a big fat hit here. This is going to put ability block on Phoenix as well, so her taking a turn won't do anything, which is great. Now we can do the ultimate, and this should kill both of them. Awesome. Phoenix comes back. She's going to do her special. That's fine, and then we are good to go. I have a question. Why did what's-his-face not revive there? What stopped him from reviving there? Because I don't remember. Oh, well. Oh, well. I can't remember what stopped him from reviving there. I don't know who has a permanent kill. Oh, Helverine's ult is a permanent kill. That's right. I do remember that now. That's right. Helverine's ult is a permanent kill. See, chat reminds me of things. So, yeah, make sure he dies by Helverine, and you're good. So that's cool. Rune number 4. This is going to be pretty interesting. We're going to do Fantastic Four with APOC. And sorry, Apocalypse. Somebody got very mad at me when I said APOC in my video a bunch over and over again. So that's just for you. And now I forgot who else I was using. Oh, yeah, Red Hulk. And we're going to use Red Hulk here. So I know Shaw gives a bunch of turn meter to himself and Emma as he gets hit. But here's the idea is that I don't care. That's pretty much the whole idea here. So we're going to do Raider here, and then we're going to do Striker here. And then we're going to just do big bully damage and hope for the best. We are going to stop Mephisto, obviously. APOC's going to be able to go before Mephisto as well because Red Hulk's going to give him the turn meter. We're stopping Emma with Apocalypse here, so it should be good. The only thing that's going to mess this up is Shaw getting hit from the AoE stuff and giving their Emma turn meter. That's the only thing I could see, but Emma's really slow. She's only at 111 speed, but she does get 50% turn meter when Shaw drops below 50% life, so maybe that will potentially mess me up, but who knows. All right, we're going to do the ult here. Awesome. Now, I'm just going to do another ult here, do big damage. I don't think it's really going to matter all that much. I think they're just going to fall over and die, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah. That's kind of what I expected to happen here. I'm going to ult again here, get big damage, get the assist as well. And then, oh yeah, we're chilling. Okay, cool. All right, well, this worked out pretty well. We got a rewind there from Red Hulk. Now what we could do, APOC is going to ult and Striker attack on Mephisto. Mephisto's dead now, and the punchy kills you. Pretty good. All right, that worked out really, really well. Awesome. That makes up for the Room 1 mishaps, so that was pretty cool. All right, that worked out well. Let's get into the next room. Room number, what, 5 now, right? I think we're on 5 already. I can't remember what's in 5. Isn't it like Night Stalkers, Scientist Supreme? Yeah. All right, so let's do Night Stalkers. Somebody in chat's asking any thoughts on Sebastian Shaw. He's pretty cool. He's a pretty interesting character, honestly. He is pretty interesting. And then Big Time Spider-Man. Awesome. Oh, he's on the top of my roster anyway. Yeah, after Big Time Spider-Man got that like buff, he's literally at the top of my roster now. So fascinating, that's a thing now. So that's pretty cool. I am going to make him as a Raider as well because he is going to use his ultimate and do a lot of damage. So the reason why you use Big Time Spider-Man in here is because Big Time Spider-Man does do a fast turn because he spawns with speed up. So he essentially is going to proc Blade's passive really quickly and flip some of those negative effects from that Scientist Supreme into positive effects, which means that I will rebalance the fight a lot faster. What's also really cool about him is I get to get off of the pre-taunt as well. So I get to get off that pre-taunt, and now I get to rewind wherever I please, which is going to be on the fastest 3 characters here. Also, did you just see how much damage Big Time Spider-Man just did? That was kind of gnarly. Holy smokes, I did not expect that. Wow, okay, well, Blade's going to die here to this, or he's going to survive with no health. That's also cool, but it doesn't matter because Agatha Ping is going to kill him, and then it's a win. So, yeah, super easy there. Big Time Spider-Man flips those negative effects real quick because of Blade passive, because he's taking a turn. And then, yeah, I get off that pre-taunt, and then I can rewind whoever I want, so it doesn't matter at that point, and it's pretty straightforward. I also win all the coin flips because Oath on offense gets that 5% turn meter. Here is going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure I can just Immortal X-Men this. And by pretty sure, I mean I'm like damn sure I can Immortal X-Men this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do Beast and Rachel here. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do, yeah, we're gonna do this. This should work. We don't have to worry about the pre-taunt because of Black Knight. We don't have to worry about the focus, the lessened focus from APOC because my Storm gets 500% extra focus. APOC only lowers it by 200%, so I should be able to stun Professor X right away, get the extend from Jean Grey special, and we should be good from there. I don't see how this doesn't work unless I just run out of damage or something, but yeah, this should work well, and then APOC ult won't do anything because APOC won't get the turn meter because I have Immortal in here. So this should be good, ideally. I just got to make sure I don't use ultimates, obviously, because then Professor X will start clearing those negative effects I'm putting on him. But I can use some ultimates because he's going to have 3 stacks of stun on him once Jean Grey does the extra hit. So what's cool about this as well is we don't have the issue of dodge here because this is unavoidable. So we do get the stun on Professor X, and then we're going to get the big hit here. It's going to extend those negative effects. And then we are going to... all right, so he's got, what, 2 turns of stun there? So who just died? I don't even know who just died. Okay. Flip 3 positive effects into negative effects. Bonus attack the most injured enemy. Clear 3 positive effects and reduce 3 other negative effects from primary to the most... Okay. Clear all positive spread stun to all other negative effects to primary target and all adjacent targets. So that wouldn't stun Apocalypse there. I don't really want Apocalypse taking a turn here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to special and stun, I guess, Nightcrawler because he's the most injured. That's fine. Okay, APOC is going to ult, but again, he doesn't get the turn meter. Why did he get... Oh, because I lost one of them. Right. I didn't think he was going to get the turn meter, but I lost one of them. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. Well, let's get the special here. If Storm can get to her ult, that'd be great. I don't know if she will, though. Now Professor X is back. Well, that's not good. Okay, let's come back in with Immortal again. Right. So APOC there caused some issues. So let's do Immortal again. And then let's do Cable this time instead of Rachel. Just for some more... Because he doesn't... His special won't rewind is the issue. So his special not rewinding won't do anything is the problem. Because Professor X... But, oh well, let's try it again. Because of Professor X, right? So he's not going to do anything. Let's see, though. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Rachel special rewinds too? Well, it's not going to do anything because of what's-his-face, so it doesn't matter. His special rewind, since Professor X has already taken a turn. Doesn't he have to complete a turn, though? I thought it was he had to complete a turn. I thought it was that. I thought he had to complete a turn. So, like, him taking a turn as stunned doesn't really count as him completing a turn, though. Okay. Special here. It does count. Fascinating. If you say so. Oh, there goes the charges now, too. I guess I'm going to have to Professor X this room. Okay, I guess I'll Professor X this room. All right, well, let's just Professor X this room, and then I can Immortal room 2 instead. So let's go Immortal room 2, and then we'll come back. All right, so let's do Immortal here. I don't need Rachel on this one. This one's pretty straightforward. I'll just take the extra damage. Yeah, my Storm is gear tier 20, so OP... I mean, the rest of my team isn't, so I'm sure OP is taking into account there and not making it easier. But again, it's not like any of them are taking turns. All right, so let's get the stun on... Isn't Joaquin the fastest, right? It shouldn't matter, though. After that, I should be able to hit everybody. Yeah. All right, there we go, there we go, there we go. Cool. Yeah, it should be pretty easy here. And then Beast is a striker, so he's going to get a nice extra hit on Peggy here. And we get the assist as well. Awesome. And then we'll get the Clumpa-Dumpy. And then we'll get the big fat rewind. And then Storm will come in and ult everybody. And it's a winner. All right, that was pretty easy. So yeah, we'll just we'll use Professor X on room 6 instead. So we were gonna use Professor X here with 4 others, but now we can just do that on 6. So I don't know what I want to use on 6 now though, is kind of the issue. So let's do Professor X, obviously. Let's see. Let's do Professor X. Let's do... they don't have anything for safeguard. They are going to have a dodge up there, so I can't use, like, Black Cat. That's kind of the issue. Because they're going to have a dodge. Although, I could use Nightcrawler here, or even Shuri. Or even Kang as well. Because Kang would go first out of everybody here. Do Kang to get rid of the... But the problem is I need somebody to go before Black Cat. So now let's do Black Cat with this. And then, so Black Cat here. So now Shuri goes first, then Black Cat gets the stun on Professor X. I have my own Professor X now. And then after that, what can we do here? What do we do for damage here? I guess we could do my own Nightcrawler to get a nice stun out there after Professor X goes again. I just don't have damage with this is the issue. All right, and then I guess we'll do Lady Deathstrike to round out some damage. So let's see if this works, shall we? The issue is, oh, well, Lady Deathstrike should be taking the mind controls here since she's a striker, 3 diamond, gear tier 20. Since Professor X should not have the most damage here, which is good. So I shouldn't be worrying about Professor X getting hit by the mind controls, which is good. Yep, there it is. Awesome. All right, so let's make sure, is this unavoidable? This is unavoidable. So let's basic here because I do want the dodge off of Professor X so I can stun him right now. Like this, stun. Shuri went first as well, so procced the APOC passive as well, which is great. And then, okay, let's get a rewind here. So Apocalypse doesn't do anything. Has less of a chance of doing something sooner. And then my Professor X can kill him now. Okay. APOC potentially an issue. Very true. No second mind control? That's fun. All right. Special there. Let's make sure Nightcrawler dies here. Okay, cool. My Professor X is going to die, which is the unfortunate thing here. And then APOC's going to ult right now. Wow, I'm getting very lucky right now. Is Professor X going to heal enough and not have an issue? Oh my lord, the amount of RNG luck I'm getting right now is kind of nutty. The fact that Professor X did not get hit there at all was so lucky, it's not even funny. We just did max health damage to him as well, and he should be gone to this. Oh boy, well, you know what? That's fine. I barely won, but I'll take it. Okie dokie then. That works for me. Well, that almost didn't work, so that's cool. All right, what do we got? Just room 1 left, so let's go here. Let's do Gore. Actually, let's just do this. Sinister 6, you, and you. Green Goblin is a striker. Craven, sure, I'll put you as a striker. Shocker, don't care. You, I'll put you as a striker as well. Well, let's keep you as a raider so you survive. All right, let's do it. Let's see. Let's see. Can we full clear? This is my last hit on this as well. Let's see if we can full clear. Or do we have one more hit on this? No, this is my last hit because I tried the Vigilante twice, so I've only got one chance at this one, so this should be great. All right, let's get a big fat hit here. This should get a rewind on everybody as well, except for Null, obviously, but I am a striker, so it's a lot of damage. And then Null's going to go, which is quite unfortunate. Okay. Okay, getting that turn meter rolling, unfortunately, because he spawned that Carnage. All right, let's go here. Carnage is almost dead, which is great. We're getting some scavenger procs here. They're already below health, so they're not giving him more turn meter, which is great. This will hit everybody. Craven is a striker, so that'll do extra damage. That Carnage is almost dead. He just gave way more turn meter to Null. He's dead now to the counterattacks, thank God. Let's special here. Shocker is going to take another turn before anybody else, which is great. Okay, gets that assist, awesome. Get the rewind out here, amazing. And then, okay, cool. All right, well, that barely worked, but hey, it did work, so I'll take it. We did get a full clear, so I'm happy about that. I have pretty much no faith that my opponent didn't beat me more efficiently because I dropped, what, 4 fights, I think? Maybe 5? 5 fights, I think. So let's see how my opponent did. Wow. I actually would have won if I didn't drop one extra fight. That's actually pretty funny. All right, let's see how my opponent did. All right, room number 1, Illuminati, Odin. Odin barely just did it by himself. Room number 2, we've got Starjammers on the mirror, failed. Then he used Absolute A-Force. Room number 3, Accursed. Room number 4, he used Old Man Logan with Immortal. It did not work. And then he used Thunderbolts. Room number 5, Vigilante. Room number 6. Oh, interesting. Vigilante took this out. That's pretty impressive, actually. And then room number 6 used Orcus BTS just to kill Captain Britain, I guess. And then came in with nothing that involves turn meter at all. And then came in with Fantastic Four, Thing, and Blastar. So awesome. He did get a win, so good for him. Nothing wrong with that. Proud of him on that one. That was kind of a slog. A lot of good defenses out there, so nothing wrong with that. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, MSFers.